right, for the first time ever, I will be applying soft touch sealer to give my doll the ultimate um, soft touch. Okay, there we go. I'm applying that there. I'm going to get, what am I liking? Nothing. Okay, paper towel. I will be applying this sealer on her face entirely. I'm going to use a slightly bigger brush. I'm going to go with this one. No, maybe not. This one. Here we go. First time ever. Soft touch sealer. Okay. I'm waiting for some more people to come on.
My secret to confidence?
What, darling? Why do you only do this when I'm about to do something? Okay. I'm going to dampen my brush. Now remove it. I'm using a bigger size brush here. Before I start applying, here we go. All right, so this is how the sealer looks on the brush. And I'm going to be doing, I already did her nose, and oh my God, it's very velvet, silky, fresh finish. Yes, we are doing this all over. I have never, ever, ever, ever done this. So for me, this is innovative. It's fresh. It's new. What was that? Oh, my moderator. So I'm going to do a line straight down here. Oh my goodness. Dixie, what are you trying to do, darling? Okay. No, no, no. You can't do that. You simply can't do that. Let her be. All right. Here we go. Under the eyes. Very gently. And this sealer is really good. It actually protects your doll's vinyl against scratches, all kinds of stuff. It completely waterproofs it. It's non-yellowing, non-cracking, all of that. So move her earring over. It is going to give her vinyl a very super realistic silky finish. From so far from the little testing I did, it was matte. And this particular sealer does cost more than any sealer I've ever used. Okay. You know, I just thought about something. This is what I do to relax me. It helps me feel less anxiety of any kind. That's why for me, this is a hobby. Okay. And I think my cat can feel that I'm more relaxed and in my zone. Yeah. Less anxious. So I'm going to turn her head and it should dry pretty quickly. And so we're going to do a comparison from this side of her face to the other. I don't know. I guess some people would wonder, well, how come I don't feel concerned about, mixing? I don't know. I guess it's because I painted the doll, so I don't have a problem if I have to remove everything and repaint her all the way from scratch. So I'm doing all of the vinyl on her head. There we go. Okay. Let's see how this looks once it dries completely. Oh my God, it's already drying. See here, it's already drying quickly. All right. Oh my gosh. So it's supposed to give her this really sort of like a transparent matte sheen that is going to make her vinyl look better. It's supposed to really make the paint work pop, the details, all of that kind of good stuff. So I am, oh my gosh. Okay, so far I'm impressed. Sorry for the noise. It's my motion detector going off. So here we are. I don't know if you're able to see it's drying. So some areas are drying quicker than others. So you see this side and now on this side. But it's supposed to give it a really smooth velvet finish to the touch. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry some more. I can see the sight line coming right there. So I can see the line going across to right there. So I can see a difference. Wow, it is a nice matching. I didn't do her eyelashes. And it did go around the nose. Wow. Okay. So I don't know if you can see a difference on camera. So this side you can see a little sheen. I have not touched that. This side I have touched and it's drying very quickly. So it should have a nice matte velvety touch. I'm going to wait and let that dry. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now and do the other side. Okay, I don't want it on the lips. Get all in there. The music that I listened to by Cindy Ribbit. Excuse me. I talked with her earlier and I told her I would love for us to do a collaboration because I learned so much sewing and skills from her. And I told her I would love for us to do a collaboration live on my YouTube channel. And so, yeah, she seems to be down for that. So we'll see what happens. We will make a doll from start to finish, and I get to introduce you to her. Wonderful, wonderful person. Okay. So I have never, ever, ever, ever been the type who applied an all-over sealer on any of my doll's vinyl. But when I looked into the benefits of this sealer, The way it protects the vinyl. It also protects the vinyl against scratches. All of that kind of stuff. Oh, no, you. Oh, come on, computer. Let me see. Oh, but I'm in another hole. Okay. There. All right. So for this particular doll, this used to be Rapunzel. ¿Qué haces? Hold on, let me set this here. Okay. So at least it's drying clear. I'm trying to keep her hair away from her vinyl. Let me see. Pull this up over. Okay, and pull it up there. I know he knows what I'm doing. You okay, Dixie? If you notice when my cat is around me, you never see hair, cat hair on my dolls. That is because I give her, she gets a bath once a week, but she also gets little touch-ups with wet wipes, and she gets a thorough hair brushing. So the hair goes into the brush, and it doesn't get on my dolls. So when I'm painting and my cat is like this, if you notice, there's never hair on my dolls because she doesn't, I capture the hair before she can even shed. Okay, put that in there. Okay. So this is drying. Oh my gosh, it's got a nice, so it's gonna give a velvety sheen when it's settled, but when it dries, I'm actually going to give her a high gloss color. I mean, not high gloss color. I'm going to give her a layer of high gloss on her lips. Oh my goodness, I have to say, so far I like this. I really like this. And I've never, ever, ever applied a full sealer on my doll's entire face. Honey water. Okay. So you get to see this dry in real time. Look at that. So I don't know on camera if you can see the difference. But it is drying in some areas quicker than other areas. So it's still wet. You can see the wet spots underneath her neck and then on her chin. Okay. But I like how that it's got a, it gives it like a skin color, like the skin has a nice sheen to it. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So it has a texture very similar to the Nami. Are you familiar with the Nami dolls? She has a texture. It gives it a silky feel like that. Okay, now I'm wiping my brush off. I'm going to gently go over the forehead again. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be scared. I am going to just load it up on there like that. And now I'm going over her forehead again. That includes eyebrows. There we go. But this is a newer, well, it's very, very new to me. It is a newer type of sealer for vinyl and acrylic paintwork to give it, it's like to give it that soft touch. Okay, Miss Dixie decided to get down, and so it will. I like the benefits, especially with protecting your doll's vinyl against scratches. So I was like, oh wow, but I'm not decided if I'm going to do the entire doll's vinyl. If I were to do that, that would simply mean I would, I'd have to definitely prepare a nice area to have the doll stand without clothing to get all of those areas. For me, it's especially about the nose, because this particular doll, I did shadowing and highlighting with paints on her face. So I like the fact that it's going to give her a nice soft touch, and I really want to see how this is going to work out. From my understanding, I think Reborn Doll artists use this from what I've researched online. So I've never heard of this being used on a custom American Girl doll. So as the person who started giving American Girl doll makeovers to this level of complete full repainting, I'm now bringing to you a vinyl sealer that not only protects the paintwork but also protects the doll's vinyl from scratches and things like that. So we are going to try this out for the first time together. I mean, this is where I started doing what I love doing as a doll collector, but also as a hobby. Okay, there we go. We're going to get down, get all the vinyl. And it does have on directions a couple layers. So you can see I got it nice and drenched. That hair is on this side of her earring, her butterfly earring. And it's not sticking to her face. Okay, see that? It's drying pretty. It's starting to dry already in little areas. So now I'm going to turn her around. Let me move this. That has the product on it. So I'm going to see how this turns out. And then once this here is done, oh wow, look, that's a nice thick layer. Yeah, I'm just practicing and I'm just laying it heavy. I'm just laying it really heavy on this particular doll. I figured why not? I started with sealer on her face, so I'm just going to go all out, experimenting with this particular doll. Okay. Now I'm just going to let her set and dry. Okay, there we go. So you get to see it in real time. So we can see how it looks as it's drying. As you can see up here, it's already drying, but it's setting. It takes 24 hours for it to fully dry set. So I'm going to see how this goes with her current vinyl, her face. And then I would decide I would remove her dress and do her arms and legs as well. So again, this is Soft Touch Sealer. Mm, okay, so I'm going to elevate my camera and I'm going to fan. I need something else to fan, not this. Let me see. Nope, not that. That's got personal information on it. There we go. I can use this for fanning. All right, so I'm using a piece of paper. I'm going to fan. Hello, Miss Prius. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay. All right, so you can see it drying. But again, I have to let her set for 24 hours to get the full effect of the look. But so far, I'm loving this really sort of like a very faint, realistic skin-like sheen that's happening up here. And it leaves it with a velvety, soft touch, as it says. And it's also supposed to help where you can see the paintwork. So as you look, you actually can see the details of the hand-painted eyebrows. So you do see the details with the paint on her eyebrows. So, and that's what it says it does. It helps make those details really pop. Look at these eyebrows. So, I don't know. It looks like I might be doing a whole new type of repaint where I'm actually going to do the vinyl on my dolls as well to give them this soft touch vinyl effect. And I'm not sharing my product because I'm going to keep it to myself. It has to be my doll exclusive. How about that? I think I shared enough with everyone for 16 years, and it's not like everyone's giving me or saying, they never give you props. They don't give you recognition. They don't give you credit where it's due. So therefore, since I'm doing it and creating it on my own, I'm going to keep it to myself. All right. So while she's sitting here resting, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and gloss her lips. I want them to be a more high glossy. Miss High Glossy. But I really like this so far. Okay, let me go ahead and take the product and put it back onto the container. Yes, and what I like about it, it has no odor. It is safe. It is not a bad hard chemical. So you can see how thick it is on here. It's not white, it's actually clear. That is the protective cover. Okay, there we go. So I'm reading. It adds a luxurious soft touch feel. This is durable, high quality polyurethane. You can use it as a top coat over any acrylic paints. Shake well. Apply a thin layer. Allow to dry. Apply additional coats for added protection. Indoor-outdoor water-based, permanent soap and water cleanup while it's still wet. So I love the fact that it's permanent. It's indoor-outdoor. It's water. This looks amazing. Oh, let me bring my light down. All right, let's bring this light down all in here. Oh my God, in person it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. Oh wow, I love that. So I'm having a moment and you get to share it with me. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it does have a very realistic sheen. Oh my gosh, I love it. It looks good. Okay. I'm going to now apply a high gloss sealer on her lips as soon as I grab the right brush. Okay, this one looks good. Dixie, make up your mind, girl. Do you want to be up here or down there? Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to apply the high gloss sealer on her lips. I will show you my doll, Miss Diva, from yesterday evening. Oh my gosh, I love it. Wow. Okay, so I can tell you now, I do see myself applying this sealer on. No, I'm only going to do the faces. So I have a new trend that I will be doing on my hand painted dolls. And this is what it's going to be. My dolls will now have the official soft touch on their vinyl to give them a lifelike feel. Okay. There we go. Wow, that looks really good. Wow, I like that. Oh my goodness. It's still setting. It has a really nice soft touch feel. It really does. It really does have that. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with that. Now, if you look at my doll, you will notice all around her hairline, all up there before I did the wig, I did contouring. So to give her like a full fresh makeup look, you can see that around her hairline. So I did shadowing all through here, all around the hairline, all down the nose bridge. I did contouring with this particular doll. I did a lot of extra with her. So yeah, lots of contouring with her through the side. You can see all in there. Okay, so I really love this. So I'm going to be doing this to more of my dolls. Where they will have an exclusive velvety soft touch feel on their entire face. Okay, so this will be absolutely 100% set in 24 hours. And I applied 2 layers on her face. So you can see a beautiful, like a soft glow. Yeah, it looks like a nice, healthy glow. And it has a very soft, it's just what we call it. Well, it is what it is, soft touch. So I have to say, I like it a lot. I'm very impressed. I'm also very impressed with how the product will protect the doll's vinyl against scratching and any other things. What? What is it? The product is also made in the USA. So I like the fact that it's going to give me a look that I want and it's not toxic or anything like that. So I don't have to be worried about my asthma and things like that. Wow. I really like this look. I like that. Okay. So that's it. What I am going to do is lift up my light. Now I'm going to turn my light off. Because when I have this light on, it's very bright and it's showing you all detail. So here is she is in a natural light without any extra lighting. And you see the glow on her vinyl. Her face has a natural glow vinyl with the soft touch sealer. And I did apply an extra gloss sealer on her lips. So yeah, this girl got high glamour with the paintwork and everything. Now, you can expect to see this when I do my American Girl Anna and Elsa dolls. You can expect to see this on them as well. Now, I would like to practice this on my other doll, the one I did last night, Miss Diva. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove her and I'm going to set her aside. Open up her eyes. There we go. Yeah, I really like how this looks. But I'll end up doing a video short after it's all set. So here's Diva from last night. As you can see, the acrylic paint, it dried very quickly. I mean, not quickly, but overnight. So you see the changes. When you use acrylic paint dries darker than how it is when you apply it. So now you can actually see that her full look. The paint work has fully dried. It's pretty set. And this is her finished result. So you can see that. And I think I'm going to apply a little bit of this sealer, soft velvet on her vinyl, and see how this turns out with her. So now you can see the more realistic look with her lip color. And you see the end result of her paintwork from yesterday evening to today. You can see now it's fully dry and it is a completely different color. And to show you, this is my plate. So these were colors that I mixed and used on her entire paintwork. Eyebrows, eyelashes, lips, everything. And the finished product dries completely different from how I started. Okay, so I'm going to cut the bright light back on. And I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to try some of this soft touch on this doll. So I think I'm only going to play with this in certain areas on this doll. Okay, where's the bigger? There we go. And I'm gonna just do it on her eyebrows. Yeah, I'm gonna do that with the eyebrows and see how it turns out. Okay, so there we are. This is how much I got on my brush. And I'm going to apply it on her eyebrows. Because I don't know how it's going to work. Dixie, please make up your mind. Do you want to be up or down? So I do want to see how this is going to work. I don't know. I mean, I know it dries clear, transparent, and what have you. So I am going to do this entire eye area and see how it works out. I may just go ahead and extend it to her freckles as well. There we go. Okay, again, this is a new soft touch sealer. It adds texture to the doll's vinyl. All right, let's go for it. If I don't like it, I can always remove it. And when I do that, I will have to remove everything. And when I say everything, all of it. All the paintwork, everything. So that's why I've been very, very selective over what doll I was going to do this on. So here we go. We are doing this. And all right, I guess it's like when I first started painting dolls, I had to take a chance and be like, okay, are we going to do this? And I made the decision. Yes, I said I'm going to do this. So here we are making that decision again in a different way. And I'm doing this. When I decided to repaint my first ever American Girl doll, I took a chance. And if you don't take a chance, you will never know what could happen. And look what happened. It turned into a trend. So here we are. We are doing it. We are definitely doing this. All right, girl. Now, I was going to give her some baby hairs around her hairline. And I've decided I'm not going to. Especially now, since I'm already applying this special sealer on her vinyl. Well, I'm very impressed with how it doesn't remove or affect the blush on her cheeks. If you saw me live last night, you saw me when I applied the blushing on her cheeks. Okay, apply this beautifully, evenly. Now I'm going to let these girls set a while, but I also want to end up doing some hair play, but also applying my water spray on their hair, brush their hair, things like that. See how they react to water touching the vinyl. Because this is definitely a big step in a whole nother direction. So look at that. That area is already drying. Well, it's setting. It's already setting. Okay. Why does my computer keep going down like that? Yeah, squish all that down. Pull this up. Okay. Okay, that's quite a bit. Fine. Where do I start? Fine, we'll just throw it on. I mean, I consider this to be groundbreaking because it's never been done to the vinyl of an American Girl doll, from my understanding. But then also, it's not like I go around Googling or looking up other people's stuff. I don't copy people when it comes to customizing an American Girl doll. I follow my own thing. I don't follow other people's methods or trends or whatever. But then again, I don't think anyone shows their work. From my understanding, other doll artists, they don't do tutorials and showing you how they do what they do or the products they use and what have you. So apparently, the customizing American Girl doll experience, I'm the only person who does this as a tutorial. And I think it's because this isn't a business, this is my hobby. So that does make a difference. Okay, so here we are. I can't wait to see how this ends up turning out. And also, I don't know how, I mean, I've seen other people's work, but I don't know what materials they use for repainting. And the only person that I do know, like personally, and that's Omar from Plastic Killa on Instagram. But he uses colored pencils, like paint pencils, on his dolls, and he's shown his work, and it's absolutely incredible. And he uses a whole different sealer on his creations. So I admire his work. He does his own thing, his own way, and I love that. All right, so here we go. As you can see, this part is already setting. Oh my god, this looks really good on her darker skin, her cocoa vinyl with her skin tone. Oh, it's giving it a beautiful sheen. And it's also going to give her a nice soft touch. So as you can see, it sets very, very quickly. Okay. Okay, girl. Making you look fabulous. Now, I don't, well, no, I don't customize every one of my American Girl dolls. Most of them are customized. Um, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it around like this. Let you get a good look at her vinyl, and I'm just gently running my brush over certain areas, just barely letting it touch. And I'm consistently blending, 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 which I should probably leave it alone and just let it dry and set, do its own thing. All right, so I'm happy with how this is looking so far. I wasn't going to do it on this doll because I didn't know how this particular sealer was going to work on a darker skin tone. But now that I see it's doing the same thing as it would a lighter skin tone doll, so I like it. I'm really liking this beautiful, gentle glow on her vinyl to give it that natural look. That looks really pretty. I'm very impressed. Okay, well, I'm not impressed with my computer. I keep going down with the screen. Let me close that out. Go back. Okay. Oh, that's okay. What did you send me? Light up karaoke speaker. Oh my goodness. Girl, the stuff you find. I'm talking about my moderator. She can find some stuff, let me tell you. Well, New York has lots of shops and stores. They just don't have enough, like, Targets and stuff. I believe you have to go to Long Island for that. Okay, click, go to my channel. Let me see, there we go. Click on this. All right, perfect. All right. I'm looking at the cheek. This side looks really good, the cheek. So I'm noticing something like a line right there. Let me try put a little more sealer. Let's go downward. I don't know if that's gonna do anything or help. I don't know. But it definitely gives it a different look once I touch it with the sealer. Again, the sealer, it has several purposes, and those purposes are to give the dolls vinyl. It makes the paintwork pop more. It's also giving the dolls vinyl a texture. And you can apply a few layers, it says. Oh my god, so I posted, oh, I haven't shared it here. I haven't shared it here yet, but I took that picture from Omar and I saved it on my computer because I was like, oh my god, I want to share that. I remember that doll now. I used to have her wearing the jean jacket with the sleeves that were like made of fabric. And I remember having her, I used to enjoy having her displayed, and I knew she went to somebody, and she went to him. I wonder if I did message him to see if he still had her. But it was really nice to see that. I love it when someone, comes up from some years ago and they reshare with me the doll that they got from me or dolls, and they share the photos, and you know if they still have the doll. For me, that's most rewarding, that they loved it and it was something very special for them and they kept it. Okay, so now that's drying. I'm looking at it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this looks better. That little line look is no longer there. It's going away, but I do see something over there. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and touch it up. I do have the little sponges, and I am questioning, should I have used a little sponge instead? Because the brush, I'm just flip, 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 flip. Wow, look at that beautiful sheen. It gives it a nice, realistic, kind of like a glow look in a way. So yeah, I do have the sponge makeup wedges, which you can use to do this with. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's setting, so the chin has set. Look at that beautiful glow. Wow, I'm really impressed. I'm really, really impressed with this. So for all of you customizing American Girl doll artists, what do you think? Because I know the majority of the doll artists who do use my videos as tutorials, they're not going to say, oh, I watched Selena. Wow, that looks really good. You can see where it's still setting. But look at the brush strokes. They really pop. Look at that beautiful sheen. I'm really impressed with that natural glow. It gives her a nice glow up. I'm very impressed with that. So as this is drying, you can see the glow. She has this beautiful glow. I'm very impressed. I like that a lot. And to that little line, it's no longer there. It is now gone. Wow, that's a beautiful sheen. I can't help but want to touch it. But oh my god, it's really smooth and velvety. I like that. Okay, so I'm looking over on my computer screen at this. It looks really good. Let me put it on full screen. Oh wow. So she looks good. She looks really good. I like how this turned out. I really like this. So it looks like, well, first I'm going to play around watering the hair, see how it says it's waterproof. So that's great. So all of my paint work, including the doll's vinyl, is now going to have an extra layer of protection to prevent scratch marks on the doll's vinyl, but also provide a whole nother extra layer of protection on the doll's vinyl. Wow, look at that pretty sheen. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of my little wedges and I'm going to gently go through this here with a little wedge. And I'm also going to do that with my other doll as well. Okay, I'm pulling a wedge off now. Okay, there we go. All right, put that up there with supplies. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this side. Okay, and I will start like this and simply blend it all the way across, adding just slight pressure and keeping it cute and smooth. Wow, like that. All right, now I'm putting more product, and now I'm going to go in a downward motion because I'm very impressed with this. Oh my God, I'm loving it. Oh yeah, the sponge, wow, that looks really good. Nice even layer. That looks good. Okay, and now I come downward again. There. Okay, so I did another layer. I am very impressed with this. No, I'm not sharing my product with you. I'm not doing it. Okay, there we go. All right, it's nice and fresh. Let that dry. Oh my goodness, look at the angles. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna move her over. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my other doll that I started out with. Hold on, let me set my wedge right there. I'm going to pull her hair up and out of the way. All right, girl. Let me see. Oh my God, it feels amazing. It feels amazing. Oh my God, I love this. I need some powder for my face to feel like this. Oh my gosh, they do sell powder, like cosmetic powder. I would love that. All right, girl, here we go. We are adding some more on your face. I figure, why not? I can continue to be innovative, continue doing what I love doing, and now I'm adding something on to it, and that is an extra layer of protection, not only on the paintwork, but also on the doll's entire vinyl of protection. I did a goth glam doll for my moderator, and I retitled the video because it deserves more attention. So I did do a goth glam. I retitled it with goth glam. There we go. All right, girl. Now we got that nicely smoothly done. Looks good. I will re-blush her cheeks later because I really didn't put a lot of blush on them. Okay, so that is set. I'm double checking the lips because I may have gotten some of this on her lips, but I can go over it again with something else. Oh my gosh. This looks good. I'm very impressed with the product. And yeah, it helps prevent scratches on the doll's face. That extra protection, I'm all for it. What? What is it, Miss Poopsie? All right, let me get that smaller brush. There we go. All right, let me get the gloss. Yeah, it's still fresh. Okay, perfect. Let me retouch her lips. I want them to be... Dixie. Watch out, Poopsie. So yeah, I like the high gloss look at this time. So you can expect my dolls for 2026 to have a very high gloss lip finish. Last year I did more of a matte. This year we're going to do high gloss. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quickly is I'm going to now turn the light off because it'll help me see all little lines and things like that on camera. Lift up. Okay, there we go. Now, look at that. It went on so beautifully and so smoothly. It didn't get in her hair at all, so her wig is safe. This, oh my god, I'm very, very impressed with that. Look at that nice, realistic look. Okay. What? I gave you treats this morning, didn't I? I think so. Alright, so that is with full lighting, all up close on her face. Okay, cool. Alright, now I'll let that set and let it be for 24 hours. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to pull Diva. I may rename her. I'm pretty sure I probably will. To something else. So now we can see her face as that is setting. It went on really beautifully and smoothly. It has an amazing feel, texture. It's very silky smooth. Very silky smooth finish. Oh my god, I love it. Very realistic look to the doll's vinyl of her skin. So that's really cool. Alright, so thank you everyone for watching. Let me double check. Yeah, the lips are nicely high glossed. And she's good. She is done. All right.